says,
What?
Poker Boxer says, Buffon really got me. That's a great way to start this YouTube video that we just started. Hi, guys!
Hour
Welcome
2,
back.
weeks 3. 3.
Okay, let's...
Still going through the first thing that we tried to do today, except, I guess, the solo. But, solo didn't take very long. I'm assuming that was the sound of Nikki dropping and not you dropping.
That was Nicky dropping.
Okay, good.
Ryan, I'm the host of the call. If I dropped, it would have dropped for you.
Yeah, I know, but whether you or Nikki dropped, my call still would have went whee, and that's all.
Jerry Spread says, bye, Icky. Wait, forgot an N there. Alright, it's okay. Nikki's icky. We all know.
Yeah.
That's what that Chip Skylark song is about.
Should I do different roles on the second?
Twice. Oh yeah, no, why don't you switch to the 5th rolls for the second one? Yeah, but... yeah, those, the higher ones.
I might... Because I can't just do... I can't do fifths between... I guess I could do that. I don't think that's too high.
This is super jammin' Dire Dire Dogs. Are those pitch cymbals?
No. They're like... I think I know what instrument it is. It's like... Kind of like chimes.
Do they sound like the same specific shade of blue to you they sound like to me?
I don't know. Sure. Probably.
Do they have a very specific, like, the sky in Super Mario Sunshine kind of blue to them?
You're not asking the right person these questions.
Oh, right. You can't. You can never see. You don't know what things look like.
These piano keys are white, and these ones are black.
That is the extent to which Ryan recognizes color.
The keyboard's like reddish, so I've been told.
All right. Let's think about the
That's how that went, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, fine, I'll do it in layers.
I was waiting for you to learn the lesson on your own. Boo, you stink.
I did it wrong. Now I gotta do the whole thing again.
Okay. I mean, otherwise, we'll get another violin section.
We can add a third harmony to this one.
I'm not good enough. Actually, it wouldn't be that hard.
Wouldn't be
but
that
like,
hard. You basically just...
I'd rather take some time and do it like off screen, maybe.
Mm.
But for now, let's just do 2.
Fine. I don't want to leave it as 2 though. Too boring.
Alright, we could do 3. We just gotta think of something.
Yeah, later.
You know what would be kind of a neat thing for the strings to do? Super high up, match what the seashells are doing. Not the roll, but like 1 note or 2 notes.
I mean, they're already doing this.
No, I mean you wanted a third thing for them to do.
Oh. I was just meaning like another counter melody line.
Alright. Well, let's finish getting what we already have down.
I did it wrong. Why? Okay, that does work. Okay. Ugh, what a messy section. Once more. Once more. There we go.
Neat.
See, like a third counter melody isn't that hard.
I mean, that was just a third above what's already there, yeah?
That was in between what's already there.
Oh. Also possible. What you played there sounded real good. It makes it sound incredibly full, and that's good.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to isolate that and figure it out. Because I'm like playing just chords.
Seems like we could do it off stream.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we're gonna make that part even cooler. Now let's have the funky keys.
Do we have a comment question for this hour?
Comment question for this hour?
Yeah. Okay. No, stop. It's okay. You don't have to be a machine.
I'm Alolan Raichu.
What?
Yes or no?
Yeah.
I think yes.
I think yes.
It's a very simple question. Alolan Raichu, yes or no?
I don't know. That's a very specific question. Yes or no? There's a lot of other Alolans, though. Like Marowak.
Alright. Okay, Marowak. How could Game Freak make a ghost-type Marowak? What the actual hell?
I don't know.
Especially ghost... That's just...
I know where the
I don't
fire.
know.
I know where the fire type part comes in. I'm not sure about the ghost part.
I mean, that's not the first Marowak ghost.
Yeah, I know. But I feel like there's a better reason than it was just killed.
Cherish Brett says YES.
YES.
They're all capitals.
Yes.
Pokebloxer says yes times 1,000. That's a very strong opinion. I like the Alolan Marowak as well.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool.
What else got revealed? Did they reveal the Water type Arcanine yet? I want that.
No, not yet.
I want it. I want to hug it. I want to give it a great big Arcanine hug. I want to have two Arcanines. One's a Fire type and one's a Water type, and they're like friends, but they don't get along perfectly all the time, and they like bicker, and it's funny.
What's that, like a sitcom?
Yeah. What happens when a Fire type Pokemon and a Water type Pokemon try to live together under the same roof? I'm a fastidious conservative, and he's a slovenly liberal. That's a Family Guy joke. I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry, not sorry.
Pokemon says it's a ghost because of the actual dead Marowak ghost in Lavender Town.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but that's what's going to make me think of.
I like that it's a fire type because it helps out the other Marowak and Cubone to get rid of like grass types.
Yeah, that is cool.
Great.
Is it just supposed to...
What?
Hang on.
What is brewing in your voiceover?
Is it... Oh, Chai Sprite really wasn't on board with the Alola forms till she saw the Raichu.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still interested. I
still like them, and I liked them at first, and I'll continue to like them. So wait a minute, is the Marowak like an ancestral like tiki ghost that like helps its descendants by like fighting off grass types or something?
I don't know.
But then the question is, what about water types? Everyone's having a bad day if there's a water type in Hawaii. I wanted an electric psychic type, to be honest. I wish it wasn't Raichu, but for the sake of an electric psychic type, I would have liked something new. But for the sake of Raichu, psychic typing is cool.
Yeah.
Like if you were gonna say what new type should we have, I would say electric psychic. or like what type should we give a new Pokemon, I would say Electric Psychic. But if you said what secondary typing should we give Raichu, I would say Psychic. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I like it.
It's weird though because, you know, I don't think there's an Alolan form Cubone, so it's weird to have Cubone evolve into something that doesn't share any types. Has that ever happened? Besides Eevee?
What, a Pokemon evolving into a Pokemon that has completely different
types from it?
I
don't think that's ever happened.
Hold on. There's a billion examples of a Pokemon gaining new types when it evolves.
Yeah, but
what type is Flygon? Flygon is Ground Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what? I think Trapinch, and Vibrava. They're at least ground type.
Yeah.
The other type might be Bug until it evolves. Wait a minute. Pokeblocks just have the best meme of Alolan Executor today. It was Anakin on a regular one and Obi-Wan. Oh my god, I see where this is going. This is a high ground joke, isn't it? And Obi-Wan was doing the "it's over, I have the high ground" thing. Yes! It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Sorry, that means nothing to Ryan, but you made me happy by telling me about it.
It's okay.
I think my favorite Pokemon-related meme of all time was the Mega Alakazam fighting the horde of Vanilluxes, captioned, "I've been training my whole life for this day." Because got 5 spoons.
Yeah.
Get it?
Get it. Got it. Good!
Can we get an Alolan form of Alomomola so that we can have an Alomomola Lola? or would it be an Alomomola? Wait a minute, isn't that what those are actually called?
I don't know.
Wait, no, but it's... I don't know. Would it be an Alomomola or would it be an Alomomola Lola? Pokebloxer is apparently familiar with the Alakazam meme. Alright, I think I'd like to try an A section with the melody played by the funky thing. Oh, what else you gotta do? Alright.
Alright, what was your deal about the A section?
I'd like to go into... Well, we were going to go into another A section now, but I think I would like the melody to be played by the Funky Keys. I wish I knew what those were called.
Funky Keys. We know nothing, because we can't read the screen telling us what instrument it is, because it's right there. Wrecked.
I still want my Alola Momola.
Alola Momola.
There's another question. You can answer this one in the comments or in the chat if you want to. Do you think it should be an Alola Momola or an Alomomola Lola?
I don't know, or care really.
Also, what type should it be? I guess that too, but What its fake name should be is much more important.
It'd probably be Water Fairy, but I don't know.
Oh, water. That'd be. I was thinking water psychic, but you're right. Water fairy. Water fairy. I would love a water fairy Alola Momola, or maybe I'd love a water fairy Alola Momola Lola. I'm not sure.
I'd like a Water Fairy anything that's not just Azumarill. I love Azumarill, but let's get some new ones.
Oh, do you know what would be like a really cool thing? Like a divergent evolution predator prey type deal. If they were to give us 2 Alolan Milotics, make one a fairy, make one water fairy, and make one water dragon.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That'd be so cool.
Like that a lot.
Okay, wait. There's a hashtag Alola. Okay, so Show Switch just says hashtag Alola Alomomola. But is it an Alola Momola or an Alomomola Lola? It's very important.
I don't know. You came up with this question and I don't care. It is what it is, and what it is
I just
what
need
it
as
is.
many excuses as possible to say both Alola Momola and Alomomola Lola. Pokeblock says don't change it in any way except call it AL. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do this letter by letter because there's no way I'm getting this from voiceover. ALOMOLA. All right, you know, I'm gonna turn the speech rate down. I'm gonna see if I can actually get that.
That's a messy bunch of letters. Lots of lols and moles.
Yeah.
What? You got it?
No. I'm at 35% speed and it's still hard to understand.
You broke it.
It's like Alamalala or something. I don't know, voiceover is hard to read stuff with sometimes. You can put as many lols and malolas in it as you want. Now let's set my speed back up to 100%, so no one will be able to understand it but me ever again.
And me. And Nikki.
And every blind person ever, but we're not people. We're just blind.
Wow!
Don't you know, blind people aren't actually people.
This is yeah, sure, whatever.
I'm a figment of my own imagination. I decided that years ago.
I believe
that is a paradoxical statement.
Yeah, I bet. I'm gonna make more of this song happen if that's okay with you.
Alright, do it.
Alright, let's do another A section.
Oh, I like that one, Cherry Sprite. Suddenly the chat is full of alola malola la 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 malol. And Pokebloxer is sorry, BRB. Lao Loma Malau? I don't know. It sounds with voiceover like Lol Mayo, I'm Leo, but I don't think that's what it is.
Lol Mayo, I'm Leo. What? Lol Mayo, I'm Leo. And I'm Ryan. Bringing you the jams 24/7 on WGNG Radio. Or you could just listen to us on Spotify.
Oh, Cherry Spritzes, soon it'll just be LOL Mayo.
Lol Mayo.
Good note, guys. Newest Pokemon. Hashtag LOL Mayo.
Sure.
It's water type, mayonnaise type. It's the Alolan
Is
Alomomola.
mayonnaise an instrument?
Anything can be an instrument if you try hard enough. Genuine answer to that question. One time I made a drum kit with duct tape, a bunch of trash cans, and some saran wrap.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It was functional. It wasn't functional after the first night, but it was functional the first night.
Considering how wide of a category percussion is, anything could be an instrument.
Right now, it's only a table. Now it's a drum kit.
With water flowing in the background. Because basement.
Because basement. That's where my Lol Mayo lives.
It's funny because I'm way closer to the water closet than you. Like, I am touching it. And we always hear the water on your end.
But I have a very loud water closet. I don't know. My house is not very subtle. All right, but let's try and make as much progress as possible. LOL Mayo aside.
Stupid F. Isn't it great? This is a song that we don't need to play that F in. This would be a great song for the saxophone. Just do more songs in E.
Oh, at Pokeboxers Folk Camp, they had to make instruments out of Legos.
That's cool.
Jealous.
That's really cool.
That's so cool. I wish our camp did fun things. Instead, we just lay on the ground and huck bowling balls at one another.
What camp? Oh, are you talking about Camp Marcella?
I am. Blind people do weird things instead of sports. I'm not lying about laying on the ground and hucking bowling balls at each other. Technically, they weren't bowling balls, but they were like as heavy as bowling balls. They were just made of rubber.
They're bigger, made of rubber, have bells in them. We're stupid. We're like, how do we play a sport? Oh, let's just dive at this dinging ball. And stop it with our bodies. That's so dumb.
One of the instruments in each group had to be playable, so I just built a Lego shell around my whistle and cheated.
That is cheating. You cheated.
That's cool. How are you going to build an instrument other than a percussion instrument with just Legos?
I don't know.
Like, I don't...
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm interested in the challenge. I have lots of Legos. Maybe I'll try and build, like, a guitar with them later.
Hey, you could probably build a guitar. You just need strings.
I mean, I was taking a medieval literature class. No, same professor, different class. I was taking a class called Trash, which was about things that people threw away, and in any way, just like discarded anything. And the final was make something with something that has been discarded. Just a fun fact for that class, my final project was Rival Proof Critical Capture. Because
how?
My argument was like people don't, put on the music from the video game and listen to it. And what my band tries to do is like take this music that we love and we think is worth, loving and caring about and turning it into something that you can put on your iPod and listen to, while you're, on shuffle and it comes up between...
Okay, but why Rival Blue?
Because that was the one that we had just finished at the time.
Whoops.
I wanted to do something new. Hey, that song's not that bad. I think that's a cool story. And anyway, somebody else made a guitar out of things he found in a dumpster, and it played and it was pitched, and he
Nice.
like played a song on it, and it was
I should use the Good Note
badass.
guys to get finals more often.
I mean, hey, if it's ever applicable to you, go for it. I got incredibly lucky. Also, I was taking a class called Trash. If Seton Hall offers that class, I'll eat my shorts. People made some guitar things by plucking strings out of their lanyards, says Pokebloxer.
I mean,
That's creative.
Seton Hall has a class about the entirely dedicated to the score of Star Wars.
Brandeis has a class entirely devoted to Disney movies between 1950 and 1960.
Hmm.
Brandeis has a class entirely devoted to David Bowie.
Hmm. Yeah, we also have a Beatles class. Hmm.
I'm sure we have a Beatles class, but all I know about is the David Bowie one.
Did I put in the roads, or did I just pretend to put in the roads?
I think you did. Pokebloxer says, I don't know about you, but I listen to Diamond Pearl soundtrack straight up sometimes. I do too.
I guess I didn't. Dang. Wow, we suck. Let me
Gary
do
Spread says David Bowie scares me. Can you explain that? Redis has a class called Glam Rock Idols of the 70s and 80s. It's a class about David Bowie and Freddie Mercury.
Kinda.
Ah. Joyce Britt says he's a scary looking dude. Also, I was first introduced to him through the movie Labyrinth, where he plays a creepy goblin king. You know? That's fair. Also, that one time he was an alligator. Also, are the seashells going to do anything in this part?
I don't know, what do you want?
I don't know. What do you think they would be best suited for here, in your opinion?
I guess they could do chords or some kind of counter melody.
They could mimic. You know what? I think they could mimic the bass line. I think that
Okay.
sounds cool.
That's pretty neat. let's try that out. That sounds really cool.
All right, let's get
Nice.
the cymbals in there.
You did. Oh, I did the old kind of drumming because
Oh,
it's easier.
that's fine.
That was good.
Could have been a little louder, but we can always get that in mixing if we really still think it's an issue.
Yeah.
All right, B section.
Okay.
Pokeblock's just heading out. See you around, man.
Thanks for coming.
Enjoy Spain.
See you in a little while because we're going away. 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're not
Week
going to
and a
be
half.
streaming next week, but the week after that, we'll be back.
Yep.
So we will see you later, Fleet Man.
Assuming you can stream on the day you move in.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Make it happen. I don't require an enormous stream setup. Also, I don't have to stream the day I move in. I move in on a Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
First day of class is a Thursday, but I don't see why I wouldn't be able to stream on that day, considering I'm going to also stream every Thursday for the rest of the semester.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get that B section in there. Nice and quick. Peace out, man.
What's gonna do the melody during the B section?
Da 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 on the funky keys, dun dun
Oh, okay.
on the seashells.
Yeah, Lord.
With a tap on the seashells.
Okay.
I was thinking it'd be cool to like stagger them, or like not stagger them, but like just kind of offset the rhythm a little. So you got da 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 da.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. And then for the da-da-da, for that part, they can work in sync.
Okay.
And then when they do the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, they can make this. You know how that's on a suspended chord, and then it resolves?
Yeah.
They can make the chord between the two of them, like either, 2 on one on the other, whatever sounds best.
Okay, so let's try
Cherry Spread says bye, probably to Pokeblocks or possibly to us. If you're saying bye to us, bye. If not, well, then
bye.
Not bye, but you're still cool.
If I make there be attack, there's a slight possibility of it being really loud.
No way to tell without testing it.
Like that loud. That's really loud.
Cherry Spread says I'm still here for now. We WHEE. We. Yeah, that's okay. We don't have to have attack.
I know how to play this song.
No, you don't. Don't lie.
I really don't.
Just when you're doing the drawing for this section, make sure that there's some sort of maybe a cymbal crash, maybe not a crash, but some sort of maybe a crash, some sort of a noticeable cymbal hit.
Yeah.
Where the first of the 2 seashells should have been. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
So the those are gonna be unison, right? Right?
Wait, say again?
This part. That's gonna be.
I was thinking they would do it together.
Yeah, unison, right?
Yeah. The GNG fans should be the Alola Malolas.
Thanks for following and welcome to thanks for becoming an Alola.
Thanks for becoming an Alola Malola.
An Alola Malola.
I'll be in charge of saying that word.
Or we, yeah.
I'm sorry. I like that. I want that from the center of my being, but I don't think it's gonna fly.
It's hard to pick a name. We don't have a very good username to go off of.
Yeah.
Munching Orange has its orange slices.
I mean, that's a little morbid if you really think about it, but...
Yeah. I get it.
I personally, if I were him, I would call my fans my fruit salad. Thanks for joining the fruit salad.
Yeah, fruit salad as a conglomerate. But he didn't go for the conglomerate route.
I mean, if he wanted to be a little creative about it, he could think of a different fruit for each person to be. Thanks for becoming a cantaloupe. Thanks for becoming a pineapple. Thanks for becoming an apple.
Anyway, what was I about to... Okay.
Something I didn't shave this morning and now my face is itchy.
Oh, okay. How are we doing the...
Still in unison.
Okay.
music. Let's go. You know, it'd be cool. It'd be cool if the Dex brought Jimmy back to do an Alola Dex show. Wouldn't that be cool? Part of the mini decks, yeah. I don't know, because he's had a couple of shows on their channel. He used to do the extra decks, then the mini decks. So I was just kind of thinking the Alola decks could be like a next show for him. Wouldn't that be cool, Ryan?
Yeah.
The Alola decks with Jimmy. If he doesn't want to do it, I'll do it.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't think Jimmy's coming back, though, because he could have done the extra decks more when they released, 15 new Mega Pokemon, but that didn't happen. So I think he's going to stay a podcast staple, and that's probably about it.
I think he's more of an editor than somebody who does videos.
He's a cool guy, though.
Like, he does Jay Witz's news videos.
Mm-hmm. He's like an incredibly photogenic editor.
Yeah.
It's like good in front of a camera.
What time is it?
I'll check. Hang on. $58.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Let's just call it a break then.
Yeah.
We'll be back when Ryan decides to restart the call and to restart the stream, and 15 seconds later when I get the text saying we're starting in 10 seconds.
I stopped texting you. I'm done with that. It always goes the same way.
Ryan will be back in a few minutes, and I'll be back a minute after that.
Okay. See you later, guys.